All right, guys, how are you?
All right,
Today is
guys,
the
here I am,
15th
all
of
open and
January.
vulnerable. So
So I
I'm going to
know I
step
am
back and
coming
let
at
you
you
guys
guys
see
half-assed
what it
information,
is that I have
but I
been
promise it's more
struggling
than
with
this.
for the
Okay.
last year.
So as I have
So
stated,
I wasn't going to
that
post this. I
I am
contemplated about it
going to
and
get
thought better
into
to, that I
the
was going to
mind
post it
work.
once I have
I wanted to come to
shed
you
a few
guys
pounds and so that when you can see
with
the
more
difference. However, I thought about it and
what I have
decided
right
that
now.
we peeps. So I'm just gonna let
Long
y'all
story
see
short,
what I'm rocking with.
I have
Anyway, I felt like it would
some
help hold me accountable. I don't want to
information
get on
for you
here and
guys.
gaslight.
I just
Oh,
did, like I
I'm
said,
gonna
want
do
to
this.
come and let you
I'm
guys
gonna
see
do that.
that
But
working
I
life.
definitely want to
And this is me
stay
as
true to what
raw
I speak and say
as
on
I
this
can
channel.
be.
And so this is me, like I said, just being open and letting you guys see where I'm starting from. Obviously, my goal is
As I
to
mentioned
shed
previously, I am going to
about,
be getting
well, I'm at
into more
208 here is
what
what I
I'm
was
going to
saying,
get
and you'll
into.
probably hear that in a minute here.
It will be a tummy
But
tuck.
I want to get down to
I'm not
about
interested in the BBL.
140, 145, something to that
It
effect. I'm
really
only
doesn't bother
5'4",
me.
so I think I would
Definitely, I would
be
like all of
doing
those
well
done.
with
Now, I
about,
am going to show you guys my stomach.
dropping down to about
Maybe I won't.
140.
Maybe I'm going to do
So
it
anyway, I'm gonna
after
let you
this.
guys just
Now,
finish watching
I
the
have
video,
some
and I
information
promise I do
concerning
cover up at some
that
point, so you're
particular
not gonna have to look at
part
me
of where you
standing here
feel
like
like
this
that.
for much longer.
But yeah,
So enjoy the
basically,
video.
this is where I'm starting. Now, I am going to weigh myself. My scale is back here. So come along. And I hope I'm still in frame because I'm trying to use the back camera for shooting the video. Anyway, let's move it out of the way. And don't mind all this stuff on the floor. If you can see this, this is all laundry. And I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday. And I was told that you're not supposed to do laundry on the 1st of January. So I'm going to have to wait until 12:01 a.m. or, in the morning when I get up for work. So let me go ahead and step on the scale. Now, this scale has been known to be off a couple pounds or so, but right now it is saying that I am at 208.8. Um, yeah, so I'm in the twos, guys. I am in the twos. And I mean, maybe it wouldn't be so bad for someone that were taller than myself, but I am only 5'4". Maybe 5'5" at the tallest, but definitely nowhere near tall enough to be able to carry 208 pounds. So I noticed that, when I do um, any walking, that's long and excessive, even though, well, that was just because those shoes that I had on. I was going to say, because I was a lot smaller then, but I noticed that I went to the fairgrounds with the kiddos last year. And, well, was that last year? Yeah, I believe it was last year. And when I tell you, your girl like died, like walking around the park, legs on fire, Charlie horses in both of my legs, just exhausted, thoroughly exhausted. And so I made a decision to get myself together. I have 5 grandkids, and I want to be here to enjoy life with them, to be out there in the gist of things, and not just sitting on the sideline and watching them do stuff and taking pictures. I would like to interact as well. The other thing I'm doing is getting my water intake. So I purchase these quite often and keep the bottle so that when I'm done with the water, I can refill it with the water from the refrigerator, the filtered water. And so I just drink the water. Now, this is a definite improvement for me because there was a time that I would not drink water at all, period. And I know that's not good, but that was my life. I didn't drink water. So, me now trying to drink it, I find it best plain. I don't try to zhuzh it up or anything like that. Now, what I will do occasionally, those little packets that they have, I'll occasionally get those, but what I find is that they first of all leave a nasty aftertaste, and then secondly, it makes me crave for um, you know, juice or something sweet or carbonated drinks or something like that. So I am really, 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 really trying to avoid it at all cost. So no flour, no fried foods, and no fast foods. Those are the three things that I'm going to be cutting out immediately. And I don't know if you guys can see my face because I'm quite close to the camera and I have you set up on my tripod, but hopefully you can see my face. Um, the other thing is I know I spoke on Ozempic and Manjaro. Um, Now I saw this other one, Wegova. Yeah, Wegova or something to that effect. But from whatever I heard and from just researching all of the different things, Monjaro, I want to say, is one that is used for, no, it's Ozempic. It's used for diabetes. Monjaro, I think, was the only that was recently FDA approved for weight loss specifically. And then Wegova, I believe that one is weight loss as well. So I'm going to be, and I know I joked about, but I really wasn't joking, about knowing this girl that has the Ozempic little kits and whatnot. And so I thought long and hard about it, and I thought better of putting something in my body that is not monitored, or my doctor hasn't like did all my blood work to see if this is gonna work, because I did hear that when taking one of them along with diabetic medication, which I'm not on diabetic medication, knock on wood, and I'm not wishing that on myself, but it does run in my family. So I did want to just prevent that if that is all, at all possible. So that is going to cause, just cause be a cause for me to have to lose weight. Diabetes, heart disease, strokes, all of that run in my family. And then on my grandfather's side, my grandfather died with pancreatic cancer. And so that is what really, really scared me with these medications, because they do mention that they can cause pancreatitis, and then, eventually it could turn into, a type of cancer or whatever. So that really, really scared me. But for health and, being healthy and being able to do more things and be able to spend more time with my grandkids, um, that part of it, I won't say I'm not concerned about it, but the benefits of the weight loss far outweigh my negative thoughts on what could happen, because it could not happen as well. So every time I feel like I'm thirsty or something, I drink water. The other thing is I learned that when drinking water, like I have really, really bad indigestion, and I hear it was, I don't want to mess this lady's name up, Ashley Sharp. Uh, I hope that's it. Ashley Sharp. She's here on YouTube, and she was doing a review with her good friend who started Ozempic, and one of the things she said was that to drink a lot of water. Of course, diarrhea, nausea, all of that supposedly comes along with using any of these medications that I've just mentioned. However, she did mention that drinking water can ultimately make you feel better, and less nausea. All of these things become relevant, I think, because of your electrolytes and just being down. Also, I think it has something to do with too. They did say that it makes your digestion kind of sluggish, and so I know for a fact, just because my digestive system is already sluggish, that it can make you feel kind of bleh, just make you feel kind of bloated and full and just an overall miserable feeling. So I am now just researching, different foods that I can pretty much eat that will cause less indigestion, less gas, because I already deal with those things. But getting back to Ashley, I was just going to say that I was looking at her, and her friend, she has had her gallbladder removed. And that's one of the things that I was concerned about, because I watched also Beat Face Honey. Shout out to Beat Face Honey here on YouTube as well. I did watch her, and she said that she actually got gallstones as a result of taking the medication. So that was an issue for me, being that I don't have a gallbladder already. So I wanted to know how that would, work in a person that doesn't have a gallbladder, if that would be better or worse. And so the only thing I think Ashley's friend was saying that happened to her was that she had like pretty bad diarrhea. Um, and I know the feeling. But she also did mention that she has had issues with diarrhea in the past. So that's one thing to, just make note of, is the fact that this has already been an issue for her. And so, I mean, I don't guess it was that so much of it that it was a deal breaker or anything. And one thing to my benefit, if that is one of the side effects, I work from home. So I'm always at home. I don't have an issue with, oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. Not unless I get ready to go somewhere, which that can be a hindrance. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that does not occur, or that if it does, it subsides. Because that's the other thing, is that she did mention that the side effects could definitely subside. But changing, I guess, from dosage to dosage, because if you know about the medications, you know that the different dosages. So I think you start off with a 0.25, yeah, 0.25, and then you go to 0.5, and then you go to 1 milligram. I'm sorry. And then I think it can go all the way up to 2. So it's either you go up to 1 and satisfy all of your goals or whatever, you've reached your goal weight, or you stop at 2. So, and I will say that in the past, it has not been that hard for me to lose weight. I've always fluctuated with my weight, but whenever I really made a decision to get myself in order and get the weight off, I've been able to do it with no problem at all. But I will say that, being of age, I will be 51 in 9 days. 9 days. That's kind of, yeah, it's weird to even say it. It's like, I don't feel 50, but how does 50 really feel? So I don't know. But it came quick. I'll tell you that. So for all of you ladies out there that think you have all the time in the world, all the time in the world is not all the time in the world. Because like I said, this came up quick. But anyway, with saying that, I am going to be 51. I have already gone through menopause. So that's another issue that is, I think, keeping the weight on, or packing on, allowing the weight to sit and then keeping it on me, is the fact that just hormonally, my body has gone through some changes. But it's been, I want to say, for me, it's been like over 10 years. I was young when, when menopause started for me. But I think I was young when it started. When menstruation started for me, I think I was like 12 years old. So it's not as young as some people, or some of my friends say they were 9 or 10 or something like that. But I don't know. I'm just lucky that way. Because my cousins and, I have friends and everything like that, and they still get it. And I haven't, thank God, knock on wood, I haven't gotten it in years. Like I said, well over about 10 years. So anyway, guys, I just came to you guys to just kind of pop in. I wanted to say Happy New Year. I wanted you all to see, I promise I wasn't trying to, what do you call that? Flash you. I just wanted to show you guys my before, so that you can appreciate with me when I get this weight off of me. So to everyone, happy New Year. Thank you so much for rocking with me and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And it's up. It is up in 2024. So you guys stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe. A lot of you do comment, and I comment back to all of you. So yeah, if you have anything you like to say, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Peace. My damn dumbass sister.
You got the babysitting going away. Oh!
Go get on the couch, mommy. What did you do? Alright, guys. So, as y'all can see, they all think my workout and me getting healthy is a joke. Because they seem to think that this is a toy. But I did want to just pop in and let you guys see. By the way, I have all the kiddos here, all of my grandkids, well, except for one. But yeah, the crew is here.
You got them all.
The crew is here. So anyway,
The glam crew.
come on, let's get off of here.
Come on,
So
y'all.
this is what I picked up here recently from, go sit on the couch, mommy. Here recently from Amazon. So as you can see, it does have resistant bands as well as it is a mini stepper. And so this is what I'm going to be doing to lose weight. I thought about signing up for my gym membership, but the likelihood of me getting out of here to be able to go to the gym is slim to none. I don't get off of work until 7:30 p.m. And like I said, guys, by the time I get off, I am wiped, tired, and maybe hopefully. Okay, guys, so it's been some time since I was last on the camera. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was demonstrating my little, stair step, the little mini stepper. And, yeah, it got the butter from the duck. When I say I was on it for maybe, I'm not even going to exaggerate, maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe about 10 minutes. And in that time, I don't know what it did to my legs, but they are sore at this point. So I anticipated that. I know that doing something repetitive that I rarely do or haven't done in a minute is going to cause my body some kind of strenuous ache or pain or something like that. So I'm fully aware of that. What? What pants? No, on my video. Anyway, I am in the perfect process. Now, earlier I did make some, yesterday I made collard greens. I made macaroni and cheese, some black-eyed peas, rice, and now I'm in the process of frying the chicken. But as a healthier alternative, I'm going to air fry it. So I'm going to turn it around and let you guys see the air fryer setup. And so once I do that, I can eat. Mind you, it's about 10:30 at night, and so I know that is not good, and I'm supposed to stop eating at around 8. That's my goal. But I just woke up, so I had all the kiddos today. I was up early this morning, of course, with the pups. Never had a chance to, rest and relax because, of course, I had them. So, yeah, that was that. But I'm up now and I am hungry. So I have some chicken that I had taken out and washed, and I've seasoned it. And then I have my air fryer little entrapment that I've covered in foil. And now I'm going to place them on the air fryer and put them in here. Now, I don't quite know how long to leave them in there, because I think once I left them in there too long and they were all crispy and crunchy. And I don't particularly like my chicken that way. I do like it to have some kind of, a little crisp to it, but not crunchy and whatnot. So I'm just laying these on the air fryer. Hold on, let me turn you around. All right, so if you can tell, I have the air fryer right here. And then the chicken is probably, you can't really see inside of the air fryer. But I'm just laying them down like this so, they can touch, I don't mind, but, excuse me, I want to have enough room and space for, for the chicken. So that's what it's looking like. And so let's go ahead and pop it into the oven. All right, so sit you guys right there. Put that in place. Okay. So we have it. We're at 370. I don't know if that's how long I'm going to cook it, but, I turned it off. Okay, chicken. Why would I do this? Okay, child. I don't know. But why would they listen to me when I push the power button? who knows? But anyway, I'm giving it a chance to recycle, I guess. I only have a couple of additional pieces of chicken that didn't get in there, so I'll cook those because I'm sure my grandson is gonna smell it and wake up. But okay, so it turned itself off. Now I'm gonna turn it on. Hit chicken, and that should. Or do I have to hit the power button again? It turned it off. You tripping? So I'm just gonna leave it on 370. That's a shame, but it says 15 minutes. That might. I think that's enough time. I think 15 minutes will be perfectly fine. I am going to check in on it around the 10-minute mark though, because like I said, I don't want my chicken to be too crunchy and whatnot, but I do want it cooked all the way through. So at the 10-minute mark, I will check in on it to make sure that it's doing okay. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so it's 5 minutes remaining and I'm going to check it now. I did say I was gonna. Okay, so as you can see, it's still not done anything. So we're gonna put it back in for another 15 minutes. Well, it still has 5 minutes on the roster, so we're gonna let it continue to cook. I don't think that it needs to be flipped over either. So let me just find something to flip it over with. Okay, so let's see if it needs to be flipped. No, they don't need to be flipped. I mean, they were cooking a little taste, but nothing too extravagant. So yeah, back in they go. I need them to start browning up. And the light over here sucks, so sorry about that. If you can't see, I apologize. So let's go ahead and put them back in. Like I said, they have probably about 5 minutes left on this cycle, and then I'm going to put them in for another 15 to 20 minutes. So, ooh. Okay, so it's in, and it's started back up, so yeah. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, so you can see that they have started to crisp up. So I did up the temperature to 400. I'm going to turn them over now. It looks like they are cooking on that one side. So again, I just upped it to 400, and I did put it on for another, I think 20 minutes. Now keep in mind the timer didn't buzz off by itself. I just took it upon myself to look in on them. So there's 8 minutes remaining. So I put it on 20 minutes. There was 5 already left from the previous session. And so yeah, this is me just turning over the chicken and cooking it on the other side. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Cook it on the soft side, because like I said, I don't want it crispy, but I definitely want it cooked all the way through. And so I think it's getting there, if you ask me. You can see that chicken wing. I believe that could be done. But we're gonna give it just another little 5-minute nuke, and then we're gonna stop the process. So anyway, just go ahead and pop it back in there, and it resumes. So it's still at 400, and it still has those 8 minutes remaining. So yeah, stay tuned. All right guys, so this is what we have. In addition to me, like I said, cooking the chicken, I have the mac and cheese. I did taste a little bit last night after it finished cooking, just to make sure it was on point. I got that, and then today I made the black-eyed peas. Can you see those? All right, and that's a little turkey, smoked turkey in there. And then I have the rice, of course. The rice was just cooked a few minutes ago, which is why it's still steaming. I have my little 1 cup measurement so that I can start, you know, I know this is not the most healthiest meal, but I am going to starting my size proportions. And then this bowl has the collard greens in it. So these were already cooked last night, and so I just transported them to this dish, this bowl, so that it won't take up too much room in the refrigerator. So this is just some homemade, what do you call that stuff? Bread, crackling bread, or I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm throwing it away. So let's do that. Okay, so round that out. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be having. Excuse me. Like I said, I am going to try and stick to 1 cup of rice. And if I'm being honest, a cup of rice is plenty. It's plenty. This is a lot of rice, and I typically don't eat that much. So, yeah. Well, it held together for a second. I think I was supposed to let it cool off, but that is an enormous amount of rice that I doubt that I will even eat all of that. But okay. So I'm gonna finish cooking the chicken. I have my greens I'm about to plate up, and I'll come back and let you guys see everything once I've gotten it done. Okay guys, so here is the final look. Of course, I'm not gonna eat all this food. Like I said, 1 cup of rice is way too much, so I'm gonna have to cut that down probably by half, if not by a quarter, because that's too much rice for me. But anyway, I have the rice, black eyed peas, I have the mac and cheese, the greens, and then the chicken that I just air fried. So, bon appetit to me. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.